What is up, everyone? This will be my Kindred jungle video, and I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know on how to play Kindred jungle. So for starters, Kindred jungle, very good right now with this new build I've been doing. The collector IE, Kraken collector IE is super broken. We're gonna be doing press attack for runes. And for marks, you always want to mark the jungler first. So right now we're just gonna mark Shyvana. Let her know that she is a fat American as her name reflects. And I always mark my jungler. I'll go here. I think about how I want to clear because I'm against a Shyvana, right? Shyvana is a relatively weak early game jungler. We could easily walk up and ward her blue just for some more information. Use our W to sort of check vision and maybe play for an early invade, right? So that's something you can do when you're playing against a possible weaker early game jungler. And Kindred excels in early invades, right? She's super strong against weak early game champions. She's very good scaling, but you're relatively playing for early game as Kindred, right? You're not someone who's going to you're not going to AFK farm your way to victory. So you want to kind of play for the early sort of invades. And here's one example where we're definitely going to try for some sort of early game play if we can. It's just better in general for you as the Kindred for, just a snowballing effect. So here I see on the ward blue's up. Okay, that's good. Second, I see Shyvana starts red because my blue is up. So here I think, okay, Shyvana, is she going to run here and try to fight me? Probably not. So what I'm going to do is just start the blue right away. I think Shyvana will play relatively safe early game. So she's probably just going to be farming. And here you always want to kite the blue as much as possible. Use your Q to kind of maximize your effects. And here I'm just going to smite the blue and then start the Gromp. So my goal is to just get level 3 by the time Shyvana eventually makes it here. I just want to be level 3, right? And we're going to play off of it. If I want to fight her, I can. If I think it's not that good to fight her, I might not. But either way, I'm pretty happy if I can just steal Shyvana jungle camps and then play off that. Red buff should do it. Here, I'm just going to peek and see if Shyvana's here. Because if she's not here, then I have questions to be asked. So here, she's here. So we can actually fight her. Get the slow off. Get the autos. Press the attack. And just chunk her as much as possible. So here, I'm going to actually take her wolves too. So she has 3 camps. She's playing a dangerous game here. I have smite as well. So here, I'm going to mark her if I can. Here should be able to kill. Last auto. That's a free mark. Shyvana obviously entertaining something that's not possible. So here we want to know if our crab is going to be marked. Which crab is going to be marked. But because we already got 1 mark from the jungle, it might not be effective. So here we see the bot side mark. So we instantly go for that mark. I also mark Vic Xerath here. So I'm not trying to kill Xerath here, but I just marked him because he's probably a very easy target to kill with Talia. So I always think about how I can do something early before I kind of like default to farming, right? And if you play Kindred, you have to just have the mindset up, just killing. Here, I should be able to kill it fast. And now this guy's kind of trolling if I have Talia moving. Right, because she's just really trolling, we're able to just kind of harass. So here, what I'm going to do is just W and chase her down. I don't think I'm going to kill her on this moment, but now it should be a kill. I almost canceled that auto. Xerath might come. So I'm just waiting a bit. No movement. Maybe not here. Okay, TP'd. And obviously this is really sad for the Shyvana player. There's another mark topside, but that mark unfortunately might have to go to the other person. I don't think I can take that topside mark. Listen, I'm a psycho right now, but there's no way I can cross and get it off. So here, build path, Kraken. If I can get boots here, I'm really happy. I don't have enough for boots, but whatever. You can one buy Noon Quiver. You always one buy Noon Quiver. It's so broken. It's just a really solid early game buy. If I'm thinking 2 options. Shyvana instantly runs topside for crab, but because the mark is still showing, it means usually it hovers for 15 seconds even after it's killed. She could have killed it when it looks like she did. So here we think, okay, she killed it. Do I want to keep punishing her early game? Do I think I'm just over, fighting And because I'm able to farm her camps, it's not really bad what I'm doing. So I'm not hating the idea of just kind of playing it aggressively. But I think Talia could force a gank here. So I'm going to entertain it with the Talia. She should have rode the wall. So watch out for Xerath E if he shoots it out. But judging by the movements, I think we do have Xerath moving. So I actually saw him up here. Very interesting. So here I think he's going to base in the wolf camp. Just have to dodge his spells. He had a ward, so I should have pinked that first. That was my mistake. But maybe now you could make a case that I'm overplaying. But here I'm just going to start the dragon. I don't think Xerath's going to come. I'm quite strong with my buy. I have balling priority, so a lot of good conditions for me to just do dragon. And also 2 marks, I'm pretty strong. At Kindred, you kind of live and die by your marks. And for here, I want to E when it's low to get the crit bonus damage. As you can see, Wars wasn't able to actually kill. This might be greedy, but I do want to rotate to see if maybe I can do something here. But realistically, I'm not going to stop. Like, I'm not going to get that Gromp mark. I just have to accept it. I have bot side farm. I should start to farm a bit more for my own jungle. And mechanics, I didn't really touch on that. You always want to Q and E in your combo. You can always buffer your abilities in your Q animation. So you can buffer your W, your E, your R. All these abilities can be buffered in your E animation. So you can always cast your E by itself, but it does still have that cast time. So if you're chasing someone, you generally want to use your E in your Q. And same thing with your W. You can just W like that. Q and then W. Q then E. Even Q then R, as it also works very broken. So here I think, okay, do I go topside? I have my red. I have my Krugs up. But then I think, okay, I could just do the enemy red, the enemy Krugs, right? So I'm going to do crabs just for 6. And then after that, we're going to play towards the enemy red, right? I just want to make Shyvana cry. I don't think she's going to be 6. I think I'll be pretty happy if we can see. Just first, I just want to see if Shyvana's on it, right? So either warding it or walking in. I think I'm fine walking in. It's up. So I think, okay, I'm going to ward it. Just to be safe, because I don't know exactly where Shyvana is. She might be on Krugs. Could be dangerous. Here, this is a mark, so we always want to just play for the mark every time. One shot if we can. I have Smite ready. I just don't think Shyvana's here yet. I think she's on Krugs or topside. So here we go, and that we repeat again. Okay, do I want to go for this red? Doing the red is dangerous because I don't know exactly the situation. I think she's here or she's crossing this way. And now we see she's crossing this way, so we can go on red now. We'll wait for her to come. It's W over. It's very easy for you to do Krugs. She wasn't actually there. I actually misread the Raptor dying for the sound of Shyvana flames. But here we can make the play bot side, and we just play for a dive. When you go for dives, you always want to mark before. I want to pull this wave just to make sure no one can steal it. I'm going to R, reset. Now I have to play the dodging game. I'm too slow, my lamb. My little toes, my lamb feet. Come on. Kindred, come on. Shake that booty. But overall, it was a good play. I mean, I felt pretty confident to kill both. That was really good aggro switching. And when I go for tower dives, I always like to press target champs only. It's a very important thing to learn. Is a key binding. When you see my cursor, it's red. It only allows me to click on champion. So there's no way to misclick towers. It's very good for tower diving if you want to practice that. Here, she was able to take my top side. That's fine. I don't have a mark right now, but I do have 4 of my own marks, which is really good. So I'm just going to go into river and see and entertain maybe a Shyvana kill. It actually looks like there's going to be a long fight here, right? So I think if it's a long fight, I want to come. If it's a short fight, I would leave. But because it's a long fight, we're going to go. I'm going to W forward. Just free. All you can eat buffet for Kindred here. I just have to dodge R2. I actually didn't have to dodge anything. Honestly, I was gifted that. Mwah. Thank you, everyone. But a lot of times Kindred, if you're gifted kills, like I have 4 marks right now, I'm feeling good. And it's a lot about kiting too. So here, who do I mark? In this situation, I think, okay, realistically, your probability is always going to be the enemy jungle. Like I'm always going to be able to fight, you know, I can kill this Shyvana. She's weak. If I ever see her, I'm going to be able to kill her. And probability early game, I'm going to run into her more likely than other people right now. And I'm also going to play for Void Grubs quick. So I'm going to mark Shyvana. And we play for whatever objectives that are up. Your W healing is really good for objectives, everything like that. Smite that fast, go on her. Have to play a kiting game. I need Q out here and then auto. Her E's still down for a bit. And I'm good to go. And that's a free mark right there. So I'm happy to do that. I gotta watch out for Kali, so I'm gonna ward over the wall. And after that, I just keep, you know, autoing. You heal a lot through autoing, all that kind of stuff. Getting a Void Grub is healing too. Whenever you kill a jungle camp, you're healing. Kindred easily can get full health off of just fighting. And here I'm gonna base because I don't have boots, and I want boots. Remember that E-crit's really important. This entire build, it really revolves around this E-crit. And I'm going to show you why. So boots, Zerkers, Tabbies, it's really up to you. I mean, we can go Zerkers this game. I'll go with a Dirk anyways. It's more of a brute, kind of like a burst build. Usually you want Tabbies or like a Merc Treads. In this game, this guy's AP, I would probably go on Merc Treads this game. But because I'm feeling a little spicy, I don't think Zerkers... I wouldn't say it's bad to have Berserker Greaves, right? Because this build is all AD, having a bit of attack speed will make it feel smoother. But yeah, we're going to be critting people really hard. You can also, if you don't like Collector, you can go ER second and then IE third. That's like the go-to. And here I'm just going to start the dragon. Why? Because I'm really strong. Also, I'm going to mark somebody. So here we're going to let her tank. I'm going to wait till jump over the wall here. And then I'm going to go on her. Finish that off, jump over the wall again. Your hypermobility on Kindred is a very important tool. Here I don't have him marked, but you can always use walls to your advantage. So here I would want to use the wall. My Xerath did, or my Birdie did get a kill there. You actually have to go really close to get that wall jump. It's okay. Here I can say, okay, I don't really care about going bot side. I'd rather just cross for another mark. You can always get one tower shot here, or dodge them all if you like. And here I'm feeling pretty good about just getting I'll just get the extra mark here. Remember, the attack speed you get from queuing is really important. You get a lot of attack speed when you queue. So when it falls off, you might feel like a very awkward situation where you're not really doing that much. Here, I could kill her, but... I have so much jungle up. I'm doing so good, so well, that why would I take a risk on a Kali? Kali, even though she's behind, like, it's just a really annoying champion. Problem is, all my damage are based off autoing, and she could just press W. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this early game. I'm just looking to back. Whenever I think it's good for me to back, if I need to back, or just fight if I want to fight. Falling's a bit inty, but it's okay. You can always solo Herald too. I'm not crazy about Herald, but when you're this ahead, everything is just a free thing. And yeah, your E, the percent health damage is really good. So if you see it, it crits when your target is below 35%. So that's very important. So you can always hover over to see exactly what you're getting off of it. Here, another mark, beautifully gifted. I haven't tried Emax second, but W is just a very important ability to have maxed out. So even the E won't necessarily bring you the same sort of value that you would crave. Here, if I get a fast combo, it's nice, but she's probably quite safe. So here, I'm going to try to get a fast combo if she walks past the wave a bit. I just need to be like this area so I can jump on her fast, but like I said, Akali is Akali. So I don't think it matters at all. Maybe I can kill a Shyvana. Maybe she rotates down. There's a few things that can go well for us here. Looks like she's on rotating, so I'm just going to get the wave or her. You know, when you're really strong, you can sort of become the person who, how do I say it? You make people come to you. You don't go to people. You make others come to you, right? That can be a difficult thing for people to understand, is always feeling the need to like rotate and move. But when you're so strong, you should make other people come to you, you know? You are the sort of condition in the game. Here, I'm gonna make sure I curve a bit. Hit Kindred and then boom. Sorry, not Kindred. Jinx, yeah, there we go. And yeah, another mark is about to go for us. Here I have 7 mark. I'm gonna get the tower and back up. I don't really care for inhibs. Inhibs this early, 16 minutes are a no-go. I don't really want that. I can just get a free mark here and I'll be at 8. Also, the rank for this is diamonds. This is like diamond elo. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of marks, man. That's a lot of marks. And yeah, the E critting is a very important part. So you always want the E to crit. The missing health damage is huge. A lot of your damage is based off that missing health damage. Yo, Gromp, what are you doing, bro? Come here, man. And here I have insane amounts of money. Honestly, I could just go IE2. But I'm gonna just show you the IE. Usually I go collector, but I'm so fed right now that I could just one by the IE. And then I'll finish collector right after. When you're this rich, time waits for you. You feel me? That's the same. That's what people, that's how you have to think about it. You are sort of like, you have like a gravitational pull, you know? Like, would the sun try to like, does the sun try to go towards the earth? No. The earth comes around for the sun. In this game, I am the sun and everything will gravitate towards me. I don't have to put myself in a bad position. I just play off of what is going on and just play off the state of the game. Here, I want to just get damage off. I still can get one shot, so I have to respect that. Yeah, that's a lot of Xerath damage. Sorry, that's my red. I have to art early. No! They wanted me so bad. So badly. I tried to kite as much as my little toes could go. But it wasn't enough in the end. It wasn't enough in the end. Listen, I don't think Janna's gonna solo it. I know you guys love Janna, but I don't think she's going to be able to solo it. Like, usually you would go collector into IE and then like MR item like Witsend. Armor pen, you would go like Lord Doms. Oh god. They're actually giving it to her. Fat American took my dragon. Somebody, please. We have to stop her. She's getting too fat. She's becoming too fat and American. It's a problem. I'm gonna plan over. I'm doing it. Revenge is a dish best served Americano. Actually could one shot. I kited that poorly. What the hell? What? Alright, maybe I played that pretty poorly. Scratch the tape. I should have chased through this wall, not the other wall. That was my bad. And also should not take tower shots. I'm far too slow to catch up to that. It was all foolishness. In that situation, I should have just farmed. I should have been like, okay, whatever. It is what it is, potato, and just moved on with my life. But there, I wanted to do something to get revenge on possibly the Janna. And that's not who I am, right? I don't know this Janna. Her death, pointless. No need to die for her. But here we play Baron side, so obviously this is my red, so ideally I want to get it. Starting Baron is fine if you feel strong enough. You don't have to start Baron though. Also with no flash up, no Merc Treads, I can easily get Chain CC'd to death. Remember I told you guys this was most likely a Merc Treads game. I could instantly blow up this Baron as long as we have a tank here like a Zac. But what we want to do is clear out the wards and just see who's around. Diving into them is unnecessary. We can just always just force the Baron. Kindred damage on Baron is quite insane. Your W does a lot of current health damage. Your E does a lot of missing health damage, as long as I'm not the one tanking though. I have R already, but I'm getting a little... If I had Collector, this Shyvana would die. I kind of needed my team to help me on that Baron. Unfortunately, they just dipped when we could finish it off. Understandable. Things happen for whatever reason. Understandable. But generally, I don't want to be the one tanking it. I'd rather someone else be tanking it here. My team forgot who brought us here. Who was the one who created this sort of advantage for us. Also, I gotta play clean. I'm not gonna start things that aren't the best for me right now. Also, I have Collector, so I'm just gonna wait for it. And it should be much easier now. Shyvana should have died if I had Collector by. The execute damage is actually quite nice too. And here I'm still gonna mark Shyvana just cause. Just cause, you know. I don't have R though, that's an issue. And I do have red Pokemon. Going Baron, I'd rather Baron after I kill someone. Would be warded here, but I think I can kill Akali. Yeah, especially if she does that. Remember, we just gonna get the E off and then one-shot her. Shyvana might be looking, but as long as our E comes back up, should be fine. Here, I think she might be looking here, so we want to ward it. She's not here then. Yeah, how do we want to play it? Problem is, if we're moving this way, we're walking into potentially... Okay, there we go. Got American. Now we have her marked, so next we can just one-shot her if she gets too close. She's gonna R soon, so I have to wait for my spells again. My W does a lot of damage, so here. Go, Talia. Finish what I started. The IE crits are insane, by the way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Scoops. This could be warded. I don't know if it's warded or not, but the way she's moving makes me think it's not, so I'm just gonna jump over it. Oh, I messed that up. One shot. I'm gonna try to run. R right away. Oh! He's still going. He's still kicking. This lamb ain't for barbecue, baby. Oh shit, I might die to that guy. Here we decide on what we want to do. The build is insane. You've seen it here first. Don't get discouraged by my early shenanigans. They are at the very worst shenanigans, right? Shenanigans don't happen often. Oh shit. Don't know what happened there, honestly. I was just... Oh, I got my wits end though. The wits end huge on this build though. You need it, especially this kind of game. My last item would have to be the Lord Doms if I need it for, you know, shredding people. If they start to, you know, stack armor, HP, the Lord Doms will take care of them. If I really feel like I don't need Lord Doms, but maybe a lifesteal item could be good, I would probably go for like a BT later on or something, or lifesteal. But generally the 3 crit items together are very strong. So here I'm gonna mark. I have 9 marks. Not bad. So our crits on E, so they crit below half, but the real crit is when they're below, you know, like 20%. You get so much damage. So here I want to do Baron. So I just need my team to be... Like I said, I just don't want to be tanking Barons. I need people to walk up. I do have a lot of attack range. So I need Janna to just come. And from here, I just want to be sure I'm not the one tanking. So I always want to stay behind people like the Ashe. You see the damage output of me when I'm not tanking is insane. Here you can always one-shot people with your E. 2 stacks with your R combination. That's always a big one. You can take advantage of. Another mark, another mark. You love to see it. Here I don't really have anything to base for. I kind of want to stay on the map. There I'm just checking the brush because I saw Akali there. I just want to make sure I could... I mean, if she was there, I would have killed her, but... My team sieging mid, it's questionable. But remember, when you're playing Kindred, like this build, always just be A moving as much as possible, because a 1 or 2 autos is just insane value. Oh my god. That was everything, man. The Kali instantly jumped on me like a predator. I felt like I was getting violated by her. That's insane. But yeah, I would go Doms usually. It's a glass cannon build. Wit's End is your survivability, which not that bad. Not that bad. It's a very good item. Very good item. And then your general build would have the Lord Doms in it. Dude, my W does additional 10% current health damage each hit. Q gives me 58% attack speed. E gives 5% missing health damage. Very crazy. Sorry. The E does bonus if they are below 55 health. So with the crit modification of IE and all my crit chance, the E just does a lot more missing health damage. So that's the benefit of crit. And yeah, I hope you guys liked that video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. That's Kindred Jungle with the new broken build. Super broken. Try it out and see how it goes for yourself. Good luck in your games.